So hi and welcome to an episode for my old video recorder that I've just purchased a few weeks ago. So what you are looking at is the VTR, the Akai VT100S, and it's a video recorder. It's a reel-to-reel video recorder. So it's this one, and then you have a tape. It's working with tapes. It's working with this kind of tapes. And this particular machine is made in around 1968, and it's a very old machine, but it's in very good condition. I mean, we mean the age, and it's a portable one. So there is a monitor attached to it, a little bit. The monitor, or this piece is normally attached to this one, but I just don't need it at the time, because then I can show you how it works. So this is a little monitor that's attached to it that you can see when you are having a camera. You can plug in the camera into this slot. I have the camera as well, and then you can record on the tape, and you can see on the little monitor. You can see how you record it. It's this is the video drum. This one, it's a really big one, and it's the same functions as a VHS recorder. It's the only difference is this is in black and white, and the tapes are spin faster. And it is, of course, the tape is much smaller than a regular VH1 tape. So I do not. This is one of the first time that I made a video like this, so I hope it's a little bit understandable what I'm telling you about. So this is an Akai from 1986. I'm telling you good. And this is an Akai. It is an VH1, and this is from around the 90s, I guess. I guess early 90s, and this is a VH1 cassette recorder. And if you can see, the VH1 is much bigger than the older one. So this is made in the 90s, and it is made in the early 60s, in late 60s, early 70s. So it was almost 20 years older than this one, but it's much smaller in size. It's heavy. It's not lightweight, but it's just a little machine that does function well, and I will show you later how it works, and then you can see it's in black and white. This one is color, of course, and the reason why I have this big bulky VHS tape is why I want to rewind some tapes that I've got from some customers, and that has really nasty tape rot, how do you call that? And it's like this. It is really not it looks a little bit like fungus, and it's just because people store them in a wet place, and then they become this. They look like this. And I mean, I don't want to use my good VH1 that I have beneath in the living room to copy video material to analog, because I do this for people. And I want to use this old one, to just rewind the tape, pass forward and rewind it, and to lose the tape and to get rid of that fungus. But I mean, I was talking about that older one. So it's a very good, it's a very nice machine, and I'm very happy with it, that it is just running. And the reason why I have this is just because why I got this is also another story, because there was a customer who came with this one. Oh, don't break it. And this one is a Akai. As you can see, this it's an VT120. So it's Oh, look, this is. So this is a portable one. It's a 120S, and it is so the later model that came out after the 100S. So there was another model, what called Fati 110S, and what came after that model. But this model is that I got from a customer with a few tapes, like this, and a whole bunch of it, like that one, you know, small ones and large ones, and so they asked me if I can convert them into digital material. So I mean, I did not know, because this one was not working, it was not functional, and they had no power up. I got the power up with that machine, so sadly it was not working. And so luckily a colleague from my work had an older machine, so the Fati 100, and he had this in his collection. And he said, okay, you know, I don't do anything with it, so I can have it for a few bucks. So I'm really happy that I got it. And so this is the video drum. So what's the difference from this one and the Fati S100, which you can see here, is that this machine, that machine was when you record video on it, every time when you stop recording on the video, there was some sort of snow, when you know it from the old VH1. So it's every time when you did stop and play record, you had some distortion in the video. So this one doesn't have that, because every time when you stop and record anew, it pulls a little bit back the video, so that you don't have, so that it cuts on the previous recording that you had, and you have no distortion. Otherwise, this one had 25% better picture quality than that one. But so I guessed, because this one is working, this one not. So I guessed, and I told the customer that I don't be sure if that one plays the tapes that it was recorded with this. But luckily it does. So I was so happy when I did see that on this machine the tapes were running. Not all tapes, but most of them are just working fine. And the build quality is really excellent. And of course I did clean it. I get new belts in it. Only the belt that's running with this one, because the rewind and the forward belts are a pain in the ass, and it's just you know, too hard to fix it. I can do it, but I say, okay, you know, I have to copy the tapes, this ones, and that's all what I have to do. And then I can just put it into my collection, and maybe I can use it. Maybe there are people who have tapes, and it's a nice way to convert them. So I think you are really a little bit curious how this is running. So I will try up to show you a little bit of it, and I hope that it will work, because I did replace the how do you say, the rubbers or the spindle from this one. So they were broke, of course, but it does not work functionally. So I have to help with my hand a little bit to get it working, and it's a little pain in the ass, but it's doing good. Those tapes are not too long, so I have to look if I can set this up so that you can see how okay, this is working. So I will get a tape, a small one. I guess this one will be good. No, this, damn it, no, it's not good, because I did not, because the system is not rewinding. I did just copy them and not did rewind the tape. So that's how okay, this one is a little bit strange onto the, but I will try this one. Okay, we will try this one if this one is just working fine. I have another machine that I use to so because some tapes I did rewind, and that's the reason, because sometimes I play a tape and the tape is not working or not working properly, and then I have the option or to run it through the whole machine, but that is just no option for me, because it's not good to use the machine for nothing, you know. So there was only snow on, and I think, okay, why I have to use this precious machine just only it does nothing. So that's why I'm using that one to get it rewind the tape. So this one is a Super 8 digitally, how do you say it in English? A digitalized Super 8 material into digital format, and it has the same I don't know how you say that. So the same spindle where you can put up these tapes. So this reel I can just easily put up on that, you know. So that's why I use this one to rewind it. But it's really terrible slow. It's really just so slow. You're gonna sleep and you're gonna wait a long time before it's turned back. But it's always better than use this one to pull it through. I have a Super 8 as well, you know, this one to rewind usable Super 8 back, but I cannot get this one into that one. So this thing is too wide to get this on, so it's just not working. So that's why I have to use this one. Maybe I can show you how this works too, because I have a Super 8, and there's this one to convert. It's from a customer, and that is this little thing. It's a Super 8 reel, and it's analog film, and that's, of course, it's not digital, but it's analog video material, so I'm not confused with that. So I have to do this as well, but maybe I'll show you. So what I'm doing. So first of all, I want to show you this one, if it works. So then you have, I mean, it works, but it just, I don't know if there was something on the tape, or the tape is working at all. Maybe it's just, oh wait a moment, I can get another tape that I know that it's working. I think that would be better to do that than to just use a tape and then just let you all wait for it, and there will nothing coming, and you said, okay, oh, what's that? Oh, this is just a silly noise. Okay, and I know, because I've got some tapes. So this one goes back into, where we going? Okay, this one, this box, and then I got because I have this one I got with the machine. So this ones I got with this machine. These are original tapes from that machine, recorded I don't know how long ago. So you must know that these tapes are very old. So most of them are over 40 years old. And there's one. So I did try a few, two ones. I did try them, and let's see if this is working. So just get it on. So I hope you enjoy the video a little bit, because like I said, it is the first time, and normally people said, okay, you have to concentrate on one thing and not on three things together, because now I'm talking about a old video recorder, about the VH1, about that one, but I have a few things that would be nice to show you. And why I do it in Dutch English is because the most of the people who watching my video channel are people who can understand English, or most of them, I guess. So even it's a Dutch channel. So let's see if it works. So we've got this one, this spindle. Spindle? Is it spindle? Oh, reel. Oh, it's a reel. Okay. Oh, got it. I got some really, they said no, it's not a spindle, it's a reel, man. It's this is called a reel-to-reel recorder. And now I'm doing this, so I hope that I don't have to help too much, so that you can see how it works. So how many? 15 minutes? Oh, I've got 15 minutes on. This is the one this is the power supply. You cannot see it, but when I'm turning it around, you can see the power supply. That's the power supply. Okay, so, and I'm turning it on. So maybe you, first of all, I've got this power connector. And this little power connector is probably an old power connector. And so I did, the first time when I did put it into the socket, I just was a little bit stupid and to push on the cable, and I pushed the wire out of this thing. So it was a little bit stupid, but I corrected this. So this one goes out. This is the VH1. This goes up, and we're gonna turn it on. So now you see this little bit light that's saying, okay, it's turning on. This one, not the video. And now I'm turning the video recorder on. So this got a little bit a switch. I'll go back, maybe that you can see the switch. It's the power up switch. And when I'm turning it on, then this little head is spinning around. So it's a bigger head than, it's almost the same size as in a. So now you can see how it's spinning, and I have to, because you're thinking, oh my god, this is very, very dangerous, because you can get your fingers in it, you can break them. And normally there is a case. This one is above of this one, so that you cannot put your fingers into any thing and get an electric shock. So of course that is really really bad. So that's good, while you have the new video recorders, who is just, wait a moment, I can show you that. So if you are interested in that. So this is the one, the VTR 120, and normally you've got, oh god, how is this? Yeah, no, I need the other hand. I need the other hand to push this above that. Then. Sorry, while I was swearing, I just can't put it on top of this. So normally it looks, I want to show you how it is. So this is how it looks. So you cannot get with your fingers into any rotating piece. This piece, this, now you can see how this is connected to that. And the reason why I removed it there is because when I play the tape and when there's nothing on it, and I can't rewind it, then I can't get the tape out of this one, out of that section, because normally this one goes around that and I can't remove it. So why I can't remove it? Because no, but it is just spindle around here, and it was very hard to remove the tape when this is on top of it. So that's why I removed it. That's the only reason why I did it. So now let's start the tape, and I'm gonna put this onto, because maybe I have to help the tape and to spin around. It's normally it's 20 minutes, around 20 minutes that you can record on these reels. So I hope you can see it right away. So now I'm turning off the monitor. The monitor is going on with this one. Wait a moment, why it's not? Oh, okay, shit, it's not turning on. It's broken. Do you see the little light there? What the fuck is that? Or maybe it's broken. Wait a moment. Turn it off. It's because normally the little television goes on, so it has a. But no, not. So I have to turn it around again. start it up.